Warren Gatland has claimed his Kiwi background was the British 1-1 series draw against New Zealand. The former All Blacks hooker, hailed as the best head coach in the world by his tour manager, John Spencer, has also made clear he would not be averse to doing the job again when the Lions travel to South Africa in 2021. Gatland, who has become the first Lions head coach not to lose a series on successive tours following the team's 2013 triumph in Australia, said he initially thought he was on a hiding to nothing, but believes his inside knowledge of the Kiwi psyche made a difference to the outcome. I think if anyone else had been doing it we might not have drawn the series, he said. Sam Warburton, the Lions' brightest star in series that had everything. Read more. If you have some understanding of the culture you're going to, it gives you a massive advantage. In the past people have come to New Zealand and haven't been quite prepared. We made sure that we prepared properly. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. There are strengths in New Zealand as a nation, in terms of the isolation and galvanizing themselves to have a go at anything, but there can be cracks at times as well. The 53-year-old shared a beer with his opposing coach, Steve Hansen, after Saturday's 15-15 draw, but was encouraged before the final test to hear Hansen suggest there was more to life than New Zealand winning the series. I don't think the All Blacks are very vulnerable, but last week there were a few comments made that I hadn't expected. There were a couple of wee things where you think, we can build from that. We also felt that tactically, we made them play a little bit differently. We think they picked a team to combat some of our strengths and they don't normally do those types of things. I think that's a sign of respect for what we achieved as a team. Gatland did find some of the criticism personally directed at him by the New Zealand media, however, tough to take. About 3 weeks into the tour my wife asked me, "How are you enjoying the tour?" And I said, "I'm hating it." You don't publicly show that something's affecting you, but I thought some of the stuff was quite personal. As a Kiwi I found that quite challenging. Warren Gatland sees Lions draw against All Blacks as next best thing to success. Andy Bull. Read more. Spencer, meanwhile, has described Gatland as without doubt the best head coach in the world, and predicts he will be in very big demand all over the world when he steps aside as Wales coach in 2019. The manager also suggested the Lions would have won the series with more preparation time. My honest opinion is, yes. The preparation is extremely important. Gold medals are won on the training pitch a long time before they are won on the match pitch. Gatland would potentially be interested in being involved on the 2021 tour if that opportunity came. Again, it would be something you would consider, and believes scheduling negotiations should start as soon as possible. We'd hope we don't let the next 4 years go before we start planning and putting things in place. I'm not being stupid. I'm not asking for a month. I think a week in the UK or Ireland beforehand, then arrive in South Africa for a week before the first game is reasonable. It has also emerged that the Lions captain, Sam Warburton, was unsure at Saturday's final whistle whether or not additional time would be played. "I didn't actually realize it was a drawn series. I was ready for 20 minutes of extra time. I was trying to drink as many electrolytes as I could because I was cramping up, but then I realized everyone was shaking hands. You never think it is going to go down to that situation, so I never looked into what would potentially happen. If I'd had to, I would probably have tossed a coin and gone for the win, with extra time or a golden point or something. It would have made for an amazing climax. I think it would be nice to see a winner." Hansen, though, felt the game should have ended in normal time and questioned the referee Roman Poit's decision to change his mind about awarding New Zealand a late kickable penalty. "I think he Just overthought it, said Hansen. If he had gone with his instincts, he would have made the right decision. I bet he is not feeling good about that.